next year, with a strong leadership team, we'll be working on kind of constructing a more solid strategic plan for the coming years and kind of a little bit more of a formal plan. But this is kind of where we're going and why we're going there, and that's what I kind of want to focus on this evening. So the first kind of area is students and student life. They're at the heart and soul and center of everything that we do, and they are our motivation and the reason that we're here. And we strive daily to help them academically and socially, emotionally and physically and spiritually as well. And we've come a long way with that, and I think that we have had great turnover. We've lost some really fabulous teachers, and we've lost some teachers that were celebrated onto the next adventure that they had, and we've brought in some teachers that I think are really exemplifying what it means to be innovative and creative and dedicated to their crafts. Something that we have worked very hard on this year is creating teacher teams. So the teachers meet weekly with their colleagues in their same team, so pre-K, kindergarten to second grade, third grade to fifth grade, and the middle school team. And that kind of creates this environment of collaboration and a lot of what we kind of model for the students. The teachers are working together to ensure that there's consistency, that there's a lot of shared information, not only about students, but about what you're doing in your classroom and best practices and problem solving. And I think that that has really trickled down to show some of the excellence that we're seeing in the growth of our students this year. And we've tried and been able to invest in some new learning programs that I think have brought a lot to the table. Programs like Achieve 3000 that have helped give us a little bit more exact data on how students are growing and changing, as well as I have to need my list because there's so many. Step Up to Writing, things like number talks and helping our math program, handwriting programs, and then finding new tools that we can use to bring the curriculum to life. Every classroom now has document cameras that are able to kind of help students to access information, helping our teachers to kind of be at the top of their game. And next year we're hoping to invest in a leveled library for our emerging readers, a blended learning platform where we can get more technology into the classroom as a tool, not necessarily as something that every child is on a computer or every child is on a device, but as students are working through centers and working through station work, that they do have technology to kind of help bring what they need to life in a unique way and in a targeted way for where those students are. We have our library program that's expanding next year, which we're very excited about. The book drive that I hope that you're all participating in, and I know that a lot of information has gone home about it, and we're very excited about just the opportunity to develop what we're offering our students. And we were kind of chatting today about how refreshing it is to see so many students who are actually reading books, and that they're kind of come full circle from they were really getting the technology bug and they all wanted to be on iPads, and now we're seeing that kids are coming back to wanting to get their hands on those books. And Miss Jillian and the teachers have done a wonderful job of kind of collaborating to envision what this new kind of learning community could look like in that new library space and with our technology program. We started a humanities program in our middle school, and so that is our students who are working on their ELA reading and writing and critical thinking skills through the lens of history, which we've seen the kids really grow and succeed with. They're able to kind of be a little bit more critical and analyze a little bit more deeply what they're learning by working on kind of both sets of skills simultaneously. And to that point, those are some of just the small academic things that we've done, but our ultimate goal is to address the whole child's needs and make sure that students are not only learning academically, but they're learning socially, they're learning emotionally, and they're having opportunities to develop their faith and their spirituality. We do want to kind of maintain these programs that a lot of schools are getting rid of. Our music program, our library, our technology programs, our gym program and our PE program. And Mr. Justin wanted to be here, but I roped him into helping out with the kids upstairs. So I will be giving him a couple of shout outs that I hope that you pass on to him. But, Miss Kamash in our music program, she's done so much. And just when you think that she can't do any more, she adds something else to it, which is incredible. So the choir has really just come to life. They're leading song at confirmation on Sunday, which we're very excited about. They've kind of gotten more involved in that larger parish, which I'll talk about a little bit afterwards. She's putting on the puppet shows with the third graders. She's working on Godspell with eighth graders. She's doing 1776 with the fourth graders. She's really just branching out and trying to make sure that our students are getting that theater and arts background as well. For PE, this is an area that we've come a long way, and we want to just continue to give students that opportunity to run around and to be physically active. And I couldn't be more thankful to Father Dufell for offering us the church hall space and giving us that outlet to kind of expand a little bit more and have an opportunity to have our students be a little bit more active. So the curriculum that Mr. Justin has been working on and ultimately has created, although he won't tell you that he has, is a really targeted program that's working with developing students' gross motor skills and physical activity in a really targeted way. What looks like in the pre-K complete chaos as the kids are just jumping around, and he calls it scrambled eggs. They're really starting to learn body awareness, and they're really starting to kind of get comfortable in their skin. All the way up to 8th grade as they're kind of working on teamwork, and they're working on learning different sports and things like that. And the Kidathon and different funds raised this year were really helpful in getting our new basketball hoops and getting new equipment for Mr. Justin and for the recess and gym program. Over the last 2 years, we've spent between $5,000 and $7,000 on resources, which you'll see downstairs in the form of lots of different kinds of balls and toys and hula hoops and things like that, that we're looking to next year also involve in the recess program downstairs in the hall or in the gym. Well, those are kind of developing, but we will have recess for pre-K through 8th grade next year. And that's something that I think is important for the students, and we're really lucky that now we kind of have a space to expand into to be able to do that safely, and have students really active and running around and giving them that little break, both mentally and physically throughout the day. And I want to also say about the recess program, I thank you for your patience with it. It's a developing concept. 2 years ago, we didn't have any recess. So how far we've come in terms of trying to get that physical activity to the students, it's been a process. It hasn't happened easily, but it's happening. So that we're really excited about, and know that I do think, and I do prioritize that as something that's just as important in terms of that whole child development. I'm gonna take a little bit of sip of water, sorry, because I'm talking so much. Questions?